Welcome to the third part of the New Tricks tournament featuring Play at Zia's table. I featured in this one having to play two boards against him, and what with him and the commentators, let me tell you, it's scary stuff. On we go with board 10.
So East-West playing, not playing weak no trump, opened one diamond. Would you beat with South hand? Would you beat a spade here?
Yeah, 100%. 12 points, 5 cards, nice shoot. I'm definitely beating. The values are not great, the shape is not great, but it's a cool hand.
The West gives a fit in two diamonds. Zia does the same with two spades. And probably East should be three diamonds because he has 5 of them, which he didn't promise.
He also has very nice values, ace, king, queen, good stuff. So I would have beat 3 diamonds. It's not a crime when he doesn't, but I think West has also merit to beat more. I would personally beat 3 clubs with West hands for lead directing if the opponents beat to 3 spades. But I think West should definitely beat whatever they beat. Do you think somebody will beat 3 spades here, not north but south, Christoph?
No, I definitely don't think so. And I wouldn't. I'm not even sure I would have beat 3 diamonds. I don't think I would. I would have beat 3 diamonds with the East hand, but not with the West one. And I wouldn't beat 3 spades with any of North and South hands. It's a board game battle. Everybody being vulnerable. Bidding is risky, so I agree with the conservative approach. It also, I guess, depends on what did one diamond promise. If it's 3, if it's 4,
No,
it's
it's
5.
4, it's 4. They play short club, these guys, so it's 4 at least. With West hand, I think 3 diamonds had also made the first time. A diamond, a spade, 3 diamonds to preempt 2 hearts, 2 spades bits. It depends how strong they play each of the bits, but I think they're both the same strength, just different distribution.
So anyway, it looks like you're gonna lose 1 diamond, 1 spade, 1 heart, and 1 club for 9 tricks.
Yeah, Zia needs to play a heart now. It's not rocket science, but otherwise the player can get rid of the clubs.
He stopped for a very long time and did so.
Amazing. So what are the other tables in? One is also in 3 diamonds, another one in 4 diamonds, somebody is in 1 no trump, somebody else is in 1 spade, somebody else is in 3 hearts, so you can just pick the contract you want to watch and go to that table.
So we could go and see who the leaders. If I remember correctly, it is Jurika and Diane.
Jurica.
Jurica. They are playing 3 hearts.
3 hearts by North. How did they get to that? Oh, 1 diamond double. Double is an interesting bit here instead of 1 spade overcall.
And it looks like a contract very likely to go down, but down 1 should be okay. Another 2 spades on top of the
It's close, but now I think Declare has the edge and...
Yes, I think so too.
He'll make +1 even.
Maybe East should have played the 9 of diamond, but it's easier said than done to prevent the king of spade entry in order to finish the hearts.
Yes, the 9 of spades would have been interesting how it goes, because then Declare has limited options, but he can just catch the king of hearts and play a spade and claim just make.
Just make.
Now, sorry, down 1, which is still a good score for them.
So how do you suggest it after the 9 of spades?
Just catch the king of hearts and play a spade. Because you have nothing else to hope for. Double 10 queen of hearts is the only realistic chance to make it. Playing a spade, you know, you're gonna get roughed, and also they can open up the clubs.
Yeah, true. No, it's not true.
Well,
Okay.
one of them is true. They can either open the clubs or up the spade. So
So king of heart. Then a spade, it's ducked again. Oh yeah, you still have king queen of club. I see your point here. I see that our Diane, whatever his name is pronounced right, you will correct me,
Diane,
also has
yeah,
the
you
same
did
t-shirt as you.
yeah, he's also got into bridge t-shirt. The only person that doesn't have into bridge t-shirt is Mr. Christophe Grosse.
So how can our viewers get one?
First, I'll tell you that you can reach out to Box across your table and get one t-shirt, and all the spectators can get one if they probably come to one of the events we go to, like the US Nationals, and soon we'll go to other events, but they can also win a prize from the many games we're gonna organize in the near future, where we're gonna give those t-shirts away.
Yes, and regarding that, we probably send communication on the IntoBridge platform on the news section that I will show you right now. Now that the table is finished, if I go back to the lobby, on this you always have the news section where you can see the latest information, and when we will run tournaments, when you can yes, get a little something to remember, we will definitely post it there. So back to the tournaments, our table with Zia, 3 tables still playing. Let's see how Zia is doing now. Unfortunately, the 6 hearts down 1 wasn't the best board. And now they're down to 55%, which is a much more reasonable percentage, but 56, 55.6. It will be tricky.
They still have 8 boards to go, so anything can happen.
Sure. But I prefer being at 80% than at 55 at any point. Especially.
Yeah, definitely 80% is huge here.
So while we have a bit of time, I wanted to show you the Nutrix Bridge website. You can we'll put the link on the description, but nutrixbridge.club, where you can see a lot of information, a lot of educational videos, actually information about the game we're having today. Lots of video about learning, about seeing how the best behave. And if you want to support them also and support Bridge, they have a Patreon website when you can when you have some exclusive perks that you can access. And it's also a good way to supporting them. And actually playing with Zia was one of the perks from either Queen or King supporters. Please have a look at the website. It's a good way to support Bridge. Like Stefan said earlier, their main mission is to make Bridge more popular amongst the young in the UK to start with, but why not everywhere a bit later?
Yeah, and they also have these videos where you can learn to play wherever you are. So they have different series of videos. It's definitely worth going there and browsing. Again, they're non-profit. A lot of work is put just for the sake of making Bridge popular. So yeah, if you're a Bridge lover, definitely go and have a look and maybe support them if you like what they do. Okay, new round, new opponents. Ili Jolly and Rajat. I played with Rajat the last month. Really nice guy. It was very enjoyable. Of course, I didn't play my best game, but he kept smiling all the time.
A lot of self-control this guy has.
Yes, you know better, Christoph, how hard that is. 4 hearts here. Can they reach it?
A hard pass, 2 hard probably pass. And now North needs to decide. He's definitely going to make a move, but is the move going to be 2 spades, 3 clubs, 4 hearts, whatever Zia can invent? I don't know. It's a nice hand. We are talking about soft values earlier. Here, these are hard values, good values that we like. Aces and kings, the queen and the 10 in the trump suit, 5, 4, 3, 1, which is a good distribution. So definitely worth a try, despite only actually with 15 points, so definitely worth a try. Good big game. He decided to go low with 2 spades. Once again, match point. It's always safe to go low. And now South, the queen of spades become of value, so it might be tempting despite the minimum hand. We're gonna see about that.
Yeah, I wanted to add that probably they played 2 clubs jury here, so both players should be clear that South's hand cannot be 9-10 points. So now this makes South's hand even more tempting to not just deny but beat something else.
I mean, it's tempting, but it's not clear. I don't think we could blame South for beating 3 hearts.
No, not at all. And I want to draw attention here that Zia beat 2 spades, which for him is very unusual. He usually beats something dodgy, not his second longest suit. But here there is merit in it, because if he finds partner with 4 cards in spades and say 8 points, 4 spades will play probably better than 4 hearts for forfeit against 5-3. But anyway, South decided 6 points is a minimum, and that is fairly okay. And they're now in 3 spades. So how many tricks do you make here, Christoph?
I mean, you've got 3 clear losers. Not clear, but yeah, I think 3 losers, because even though you might be able to pitch on the king of spades, a club, you're liking trumps, I think it looks like 10 tricks to me, but maybe if the defense played trump earlier, would have maybe
yes, but now look at how interesting it is, because if Zia now plays queen of spades and spade to the king, later on he needs to ruff 2 spades, and East can ruff twice, and promoting a trump from himself. Can ruff with the 8 of hearts, knocking out the ace. So maybe Declare will lose 2 spades, a club, and a diamond.
So good hard plays at the right plays, at the play you want to make.
But Zia played the 10 of spades. This guy is crazy. Amazing. So he will make his tricks, actually.
Can he get 2 roughs now?
He doesn't need to. He'd finesse the jack of spades, so he'll only take 1 rough in spades, draw the trumps, and lose the club.
Yeah, so he's losing the club, that's my point.
Oh, but no, he'll actually play king of spades, maybe to take 2 roughs in clubs and spades. So let's see. He'll maybe try to make all the tricks, and he won't. No, he trusted the dropping jack of spades that East has really 2 cards. If East had played a low spade keeping the jack, then he would have more security for discarding the club. So now 10 tricks for Zia with 1 club loser. 1 table is actually in 4 hearts. This is again Alison Green, who was the only person in 3-0 trump making before in the beginning, if you remember. Now she's playing in 4 hearts, and she's gonna make it. Amazing. Alison is in her A game.
So yeah, Zia can't really claim because he's not sure about how the... Oh! No roughs this time. So...
I'll be right back.
Guys, I think this is going to be 11 tricks now. King of club, 9 of club rough, diamond rough with the 10, and king of heart. East made a mistake by not roughing the king of spades. And 11 tricks might be worth quite a lot more than 10. We're gonna see about that. I think it will be a very good board for Zia. It is 77%. Let's have a look. Yes, with 170, it would be 55%. So that was worth 22% difference. These small mistakes, 30 points, but that's the beauty of match point. One trick can cost a lot. And that's what happens when you play with Zia. He always gives you a chance to go wrong. Most of the time you get it right, but sometimes you get it wrong. And that's the power of top players. They can put themselves in the shoes of the defenders and give you a chance to get it wrong. So, next board, 1 club by West, 4 333, not a great hand, but 12 points you have to open. Zia overcalls 1 heart with his opening hand, and 5 good, nice hearts, King, Queen, 10, 9 to 5. And East decides to make a preempt, is favorable. 5 clubs in partner suit, so beat 3 clubs. I really like it. Aggressive, not a great distribution, not a great hand, but everything else. I mean, the position is perfect. You want to put pressure on your left-hand opponent, and the colors are great. And it kind of works because now South has to jump with 3 spades. He has a strong enough hand, so he beats 3 spades. But look at this. 3 spades happened to work, but South had to hide his 6-card diamond suit. I would actually have beat 3 diamonds. He did well, as it happened to be the 3 spades. And they're probably going to be playing 4 spades now for 11 tricks, I think. Is considering being 5 clubs? I think that would be a stretch. I think, yeah. I agree. Now South has a huge hand, but what can he do? Yeah, he passed. So what would happen if the defense doesn't take their aces? Ace of king of club. No, you need to ruff a diamond. So after that, you cannot remove trumps and then discard your clubs and ruff a club just cannot work. You're lacking trumps. So I think it's gonna be 11 tricks if West jumps on his aces, which hasn't happened yet. So another interesting point is how many rounds of trumps do you cash before playing on diamonds? I don't know what's right here, Stefan.
I was thinking exactly the same, Christoph. I'm thinking that the right play is cashing case king of spades. So if double and jack of spades drops, the 10 is big and you're up with the queen of spades. Because if you win queen of spades before that, the opponents will over up for sure with jack 9-8.
I get it, but if you cash ace king and therefore 1, trouble.
Well, you go home then and it's terrible, but then the obvious excuse is we play pairs, partner. I try to make the most tricks. In this case, it doesn't matter because the doubleton diamond has the doubleton spade, so anything could work. But indeed, it was an interesting problem how to play the spade suit. And of course, you are right that if I cash ace king and trumps are 4-1, I can just leave now the table and do something more useful. That was interesting. Declare maybe thought that West went for a singleton queen lead and because
or doubleton queen lead.
Or a doubleton, yes, of course. And there is merit in that play, I think. Because the diamond lead was unusual. Of course, if they have queen jack, they can lead it, but with the doubleton spade in east, what looked like a doubleton spade, maybe Declare thought West has the 3 spades and short diamond.
I think South is now making a mistake by cashing all of his diamonds. because now the defender know for sure that he started with 6 diamonds and 5 spades. So West should know that there are only 2 other cards, so he must take his aces. Whereas if South did not cash his diamonds and play the club or heart quickly, maybe West would still have to guess whether or not to take his aces. I think he would get it right, but not 100% sure. So I think that was a bit of a mistake from South to cash all the diamonds. That's a bit what I said about the previous board when Zia gave a chance to his opponent to make a mistake. I think by cashing the diamonds, South removed the chance to his opponent for his opponent to make a mistake. Don't know if I'm talking nonsense or not, but that's how I feel about that one.
No, yeah, it makes sense, and I think that even it should be a club plate because it's more likely to be deck. With a hard plate, they just jump and cash the other ace because they think they'll discard the clubs, but they never think that the clubs are so dodgy. We finish this round now. But as you said, I think it's such a trivial hand that I don't know. On a club play, maybe West can deck. I don't know. There was a chance, but most of the time they would cash their aces.
Yeah, most of the time. But it's like board 11. You left, you didn't see it, but Zia scored 11 trick because he gave a chance to his opponent to get it wrong. And guess what? He gave me many opportunities to get it wrong, and sometimes I got it wrong against him.
Definitely, yeah, that's why he is good. So the first time I played against him, actually, I had 10-9-8 small, and
so sorry to interrupt, but we've got a very interesting hand here. First of all, one heart opening, quite straightforward, only 11 points, but 5-4-3-1 with a small singleton. And East decided to be 2 diamonds. We could think about bidding much more because the hand is good distribution, solid diamond suit, and weak in points. So some people would bid 3 diamonds, and that would be completely acceptable. I think that would be my choice, to be honest. And now we're getting into a competitive auction, 3 clubs by South, and Zia bid 4 diamonds, Q bidding, despite his 11 cards.
Splinter. Splinter even. It's a splinter, he jumped.
You're right, splinter, with a big fit, only 11 points, but 2 aces, queen 10-4 of trump, and stiff in the opponent's suit, which is golden. And as a matter of fact, it's a very well judged hand because you can make definitely 6 clubs, and it happens that 7 makes. And actually, I think 7 is good. You just thrust 2 hearts and then discard. I think it's a good 7. Really hard to bid, but Zia is trying everything in order to beat it.
I'm sure Frank is over the moon now with this monster partner open and set singleton diamond and 4 card support. This is huge.
2 aces on the queen. I mean,
now use your 5 fingers. We've got all the aces. That is a huge bid by Zia. Many people will chicken out with something like 3 diamonds aiming at trivial 3-no trump, but he abandoned it. Now, of course, they have no agreements, but many good players play the splinters in this situation, in game-forcing situations, as minimum hand, because it's taking more space away, so it's just a very descriptive bid, shape showing.
So South made the very good bid of 7 clubs. I'm sure his heart is beating really quickly.
He's holding his head. Look at him. His smile. Look at him. He's over the moon.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see the dummy.
And I think he should make it. If he decides to finesse the heart, it will work. If he decides to rough it out, it will work.
I was thinking for this game, should we get some prepared hands to make it more exciting, but I think these boards are exciting enough, even being random. One addition here, maybe if deciding to bid 7 clubs, which is obviously great, on the way to 7 clubs, you can bid something else to see if partner has another value and to end up in 7 no trumps. But it's a bit of gamble because there you can see 11 tricks, 7 clubs, ace, king, no, it's 12, 6 clubs, sorry, 6 clubs, ace, king, and an ace. So for the slam, you get one extra trick by roughing a diamond. But declare could have queen, jack of hearts, for example. It's hard to actually find them from the bidding, but it's not impossible. Or both major queens will also give us 13 in no trumps.
We saw that Frank started by playing the 9 of diamond and quickly asked for an undo. I don't know if it was a misclick or that he played too quickly, but I think indeed he's right. It's better to keep the rough for later in order to be able to rough more hearts and have more ways of getting to dummy. So not playing the 9 of diamond is well played. Now I think he will play the ace, rough a heart, rough a diamond, rough another heart, go back to dummy with the ace of spade and play your last heart to discard a spade.
I'm not sure if it is surprised or not, but 7 club is unmatched. Only one pair bid 6 hearts and 2 pairs bid 6 clubs. All others are in games. So excellent auction for North-South. And I actually take my words back. Looking for 7 no trump is unsafe. Playing pairs 7 clubs will give you very good score anyway. So yeah, I think Frank did very well here to end up the auction quickly. And Zia's bid helped for diamonds was a big one.
And we can see a big smile on Frank's face. I will have the same smile.
We have it, but we're not there, unfortunately. Yeah, he did very well. And
we
Sujay,
talk about East-West. Maybe you want to tell us a words about them.
I was about to say Sujay East is Sue Johnson. This is the lady behind New Tricks Bridge. Can you believe a blonde woman can be behind such a great project? Only a joke, of course. Sue is amazing. She works very hard. She messages me 10 times a day. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? She is amazing, very energetic. And Natalie is a bridge player from the community in Northwest London, where she also belongs. Very nice, both of them, and I think they won this event at least once. One club here.
Yeah, one club was alerted as could be one. I think the implication is that when they open one diamond, it shows real diamonds.
5 of them. Because with 4-4-4-1 they open a club maybe.
Yes, I guess so. One diamond by West and the overcost 1 heart. Some people might think of doubling, but with 5 spades and 4 hearts, usually it's okay to bid 1 spade because it would be really easy to rebid your hearts. Whereas if you had 5 hearts and 4 spades, it might be a bit harder to bid your hearts first and your spades second. So with 5 spades and 4 hearts, usually there is no question and people just bid a spade. East with a very strong hand decided to bid 2 spades, showing a diamond support and a big hand, which he has. And South with a 9 card feed bid 3 spades.
The club finesse works, so here East-West can make a slam, but West's hand is not so big. The shape is really nice. What is 2 spades showing? What is 2 spades showing?
So I do think it shows a diamond support with a strong hand.
Oh, you think I think it only shows a strong hand 18 plus points, but I'm not convinced about the diamond support.
Well, wouldn't you be too... I guess if she didn't have a spade stopper, but maybe she would... Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe she's got 19 points with 6 clubs.
So East has a massive hand. 3 aces, a stiff, king of spades that looks to be on side. Ace queen to 5 in clubs. You want to bid more than 5 diamonds. You don't really know what to bid. You feel that if you bid 4 spades, it might show the ace of spades. So maybe 4 hearts is the right bid, but you're always, yeah. I don't know what you think.
I
You want
think
to-
that here for me the most interesting part is that if I'm through East, I would be thinking 3-0 Trump was a great contract because we can make 10 plus tricks, and now I'm behind and stopping in 5 diamonds is it's not very exciting. So maybe should I would think to go to 6 diamonds.
So what Stefan is saying is very interesting. It's quite advanced, but it's a really a pairs, a match point kind of reasoning. His reasoning is that if partner has 6 diamonds, I'm definitely making 6 diamonds, 2 clubs, 1 heart and 1 spade if I'm playing 3-0 Trump, which is 430. And in 5 diamonds, I'm gonna score 400 or 420 if it's +1, so always less than if I was in 3-0 Trump. So why not gamble for 6 diamonds? If it makes, I'm gonna score a good board, and if it doesn't make, I had lost the board already by being over 3-0 Trump. I think that's what you were trying to tell us, Stefan.
Yes, Christoph, thank you for explaining and saying that it's advanced. The first time you say I'm saying something advanced.
The first time I hear something advanced
Okay,
from
we
you.
know each other for 20 years, so wait for another one in another 20 years.
But as it happened, it would have been right on that board to be the 6 diamonds, but we're gonna check because sometimes we make this reasoning that you said, but in the end, when we look at what people played, not many people played in 3-0 Trump. So let's have a look at the end of the board.
I'll tell you now that this is the case. Not only one person is in 3-0 Trumps, actually.
So yes, that's the kind of expert reasoning that is actually
Yes.
completely wrong.
I go for slams having that reasoning as an excuse when I go off. But here, actually, I said before in the beginning that it's on club finesse, but actually it's better than that because if the king of spades is good, you can actually discard the club. So, and then you don't depend even on that club finesse. So it's a pretty good slam. But indeed, it's very hard to bet.
And just, I would like to go back to this advanced reasoning. And here, the reason why maybe the reasoning was wrong is that from Sue's point of view, there wasn't anything obvious which would tell her we missed 3-0 Trump when we should have been there. Because from her point of view, she had no clue she didn't make a bid that bypassed the right contract. And the 4 diamonds bid by partner, you're just assuming that there was a way to go to 3-0 Trump, but actually partner had a crystal clear bid and everybody would make the same bid. So actually no one is going to be in 3-0 Trump because we made things that are normal. If you end up bypassing 3-0 Trump when that was an option, and later on in the sequence you realize that 3-0 Trump was the right decision, now it's different. We're getting into the tricky aspects of bridge, but I think it's worth.
Yeah, definitely what you said makes a lot of sense. And we can see that with these exciting hands, they rarely play 2 identical contracts. So that is in favor of the 5 diamonds bid.
So there were, yes, like 5 out of 8 people who played right now were only playing in 5. And only 1 pair in 3-0 Trump. So at 6 diamonds gone down, it would be average. So.
But in the end, what I said about percentages for just 20%.
Sure, but it's because 6 diamonds is making, not because everybody's in 3-0 Trump.
Well, sometimes there is.
Anyway, this this round was really good for Zia and his partner, and Frank. So they climbed back to 63%, no, not back, for the first time, I think, on the podium. But still a good 13-14% behind the first one, who hit their very high score. 2 rounds to go. I wonder if they're gonna play against each other. Can you? Do you have
I checked. No, I just checked that, and they're not playing against each other, unfortunately. But the last round, Zia will play against Allison and Babs. Allison is the one bidding high and making everything, so it will be exciting.
Join us for that excitement and the last 4 boards of the tournament in the next video.